Hey everybody, I wanted to take a few minutes and let y'all know about an awesome product that Tupperware has and that's on sale right now. And we'll talk about it in a minute. First of all, we're going to cook a rotisserie style chicken, and I'm going to get it in the microwave so that it has time to cook. You cook in the microwave meat 6 pounds per minute. If it's got bones, sometimes it takes 7 pounds per minute. This chicken that we're going to cook today is almost 5 pounds. So we're going to cook it for 30 minutes and then we'll check to see if it's done. But what I've got is our awesome stack cooker, and we're going to take a whole chicken, and I've already seasoned some of it with some Italian seasoning, and I'll just add a little more. And then I'm going to add a little bit of paprika. These are our awesome spice shakers too, if y'all don't have any. Just put a little bit of paprika on there because paprika will make it look brown. And if you're concerned about the look of your chicken, that will help. It doesn't get dark in the microwave, so sometimes that'll help with the visual. And we love pepper at our house, so don't you love these? I've had these shakers for probably, I don't know, 30 years. They were one of my Tupperware purchases when I got married. After a few years, one of my friends had a party, or I had a party, I'm not sure, and I got them there. So this cone, we're going to just stick in the rear of the chicken, and do it like that, and we're going to stick it in the base of the stack cooker, which is, I think it's 3 quarts. So we've got that, and then see, it's easy peasy. And then we're going to use the 1.5 quart casserole to go over the top. And then it just slips on, it just kind of stacks on the top of it right there. I don't have something on the right. Okay, we're just going to place it on the top, and then we'll put it in the microwave for 30 minutes. Oh, my biscuit I warmed up. Alright. 30 minutes. And I'm going to do 100% power and wash my hands. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the stack cooker. Mine's in red, and that's not a current color available. I earned that when I was in the Confident Start program when I first started with Tupperware, and it was available in red then. Now it's available in this gorgeous blue color. Isn't that beautiful? So we've got that cone. This cone works really good for the chicken like we're cooking. It's also good when you want to make something that's round, like you want to cook around. This is the 3 quart casserole, and the cone fits in. It has an indentation right there, and the cone fits in that. And you can cook a bundt cake in this. Yes, I cook a bundt cake in the microwave in about 9 minutes. And or you can cook meatloaf in here, because you know sometimes when you cook in the microwave, things hit the side of your microwaves, hit the side and cook the meat from the outside in, so the inside doesn't tend to get as cooked as the outside does. So Tupperware has these little feet on here that raises it up so more microwaves will get in there. But sometimes you just really, if you're cooking for a short period of time, it doesn't have time to cook the inside. One way to help with that is you can use your cover as a place to put it over the top. And those little indentions are on the top too, and they just kind of go around each other and keep it from slipping. Like I said, this is a cover, but you can also use it as a casserole. It's a 3/4 quart casserole, so not quite a quart. So, excuse me, my nose is running with that seasonings that I used. Then we have, of course, the 1.5 cup casserole, 1 3/4 quart casserole. And you can use this as the bottom part of your meal. Like, you can cook your rice in there, and then this one you can cook another vegetable. Then we have our awesome colander, and it would stack right on top of that. And then you've got your cover or another layer. Now, one of my favorite things to cook in the stack cooker is my ground beef for my tacos or my hamburger helper or whatever I'm cooking that needs ground beef in it. You put your ground beef around, crumble it up in here, and you put it over either your 3-quart casserole or your 1 3/4 casserole, and you cook it 6 minutes per pound. And then when you're done, your meat is in this, and it doesn't have any grease. All your grease is in the bottom of your casserole. So that's one of my favorite things to do with it. If you're cooking, you can cook up to about 3 pounds in this really easily. So I'd stop after 4 minutes and crumble it up a little more, move it around, stir it, cook another 4 minutes, stir it, and then for 2 pounds at 12 minutes you would be done. At 3 pounds at 18 minutes should be done in most microwaves. Now, your microwave may cook a little differently, so you may want to check it every couple of minutes, like I said, for like the 4 minutes. Another thing that you can cook in this is, like I said earlier, a cake. I use 2 different recipes. One is I mix the cake up according to the manufacturer's directions on the box. So if it needs 2 eggs, you use 2 eggs and a half cup of water and a half cup of oil, whatever you need. And then in the and you just place it, pour it all around the cone. Another recipe is you can take 1 box of cake mix and 1 can of soda. So you're wanting to make an orange cake, you could use white cake mix and an orange soda, or you can use lemon cake mix with the Sprite, or you can use a chocolate cake mix with the Coke. You also use a Sprite with almost anything. It's not going to change the color of it, but it really makes the cake moist. You just mix the cake mix and the can of soda. Mix them together and pour them in here around the cone and cook it for 8 to 10 minutes, according to what your microwave does. It just varies, depends on your microwave. Mine takes about 9.5 to 10 minutes. If you want the frosting already on the cake, before you pour the wet cake mix in there, you would line the bottom of your casserole with your cake mix. Your cake frosting. You just pour the frosting in there, spread it around. I'd spread a little bit up on the sides, and then pour your cake mix in there that you've mixed with all your ingredients, either your soda or your eggs and water and oil, and then you cook it for the 9 or 10 minutes. And then you'll let it set for just a few minutes, and as it cools, the frosting will get a little, it's really moist at that point, and then it gets just a little back together, and you would take a plate, or you can even take your cover for your plate, for your casserole, and you just flip it over. And when you do, your cone is going to come out, because it's going to be a little bit taller than your cake. And then your cake's going to be here, and all the gooey mess is going to be all over it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Another cake that I've cooked before is a chocolate lava cake. So you would do your chocolate cake mix, and you would just use the casserole. And then you would dollop your chocolate frosting in the middle. You'd put a big dollop, and then you'd put a little bit all around, or you can just put it all in the middle. And then once you cook your cake, you let it cool. This one you let cool just a little bit longer than you would the other cakes. I like hot cake, so so it takes a little bit longer. I hate to let it wait. But you would just pour it out onto a cake pan, a cake plate, and then let it set for just a few minutes. And then when you go to cut into that cake, that frosting's just going to ooze out like the lava cakes do. that's, I mean, it's really good. It's really good. Now, another thing that I've cooked in the stack cooker is I've used the bottom part as like a steamer. I've added a broth or just water in this part, and then in the colander, I've placed over that, and I've put like chicken breast, the little chicken tenders, and you can season those and then place them on there, and then this is going to steam. It'll steam your chicken breast. It's about 6 minutes per pound. If I'm cooking another vegetable or something like that with this, I would cook my chicken a little bit first. Say I have 2 pounds of chicken strips in there, or chicken tenders, and I would cook for 4 minutes with my chicken, and then I'd add my broccoli on top of that, and then you can even add a dessert on top, say a cherry crumble. Use a thing of cherry pie filling, add some oatmeal with brown sugar, and then dollop butter on the top, and you just place all of it back in the microwave, and there you have a meat, a vegetable, and a dessert, all in one stack cooker. And probably less than 30 minutes you can have your meal for your whole family, and including dessert. And if you are interested in purchasing one of these, let me know. I've got a bonus gift for anybody that purchases one of these this month. They're on sale for $99, but I know how you can get it for $25. Tupperware has a current Say Yes offer that if you say yes to trying the Tupperware business for 60 days, you can purchase this for only $25. How awesome is that, right? And your Tupperware kit is included in the cost. Not real sure what happened with the video, but not real sure where I was on the stack cooker, so I wanted to recap that you can purchase it right now for $99, or you can, excuse me, join my team and get it for $25 just for trying Tupperware out for 60 days. Tupperware has an awesome program to start new consultants. For $39 down, you can purchase our starter kit that comes with all the tools you need to do a party. It's got some awesome items for your kitchen. It's got our Power Chef. It's got Fridge Smart. It's got a modular mate. It's got measuring cups, measuring spoons, a spatula, an awesome knife. It's got lots of great stuff, but it also gives you an opportunity to earn other stuff as you sign up. So one of the things that you can earn just for signing up is this awesome stack cooker, and you can purchase it for $25 after you sign up. There's a coupon loaded, and you get that. And then if you sell $500 before the end of the October sales month, then you can you'll earn 4 sets of our freezes. And our freezes are a new product. Well, it's not a new product. It's been around for, I don't know, 30, 40 years. But it's new and improved. It's improved. It has a stain guard and an odor guard inside the freezes now. I was one of the ones that had an opportunity at our national conference Jubilee a couple years ago to get a sample of it, and we had to sign a confidentiality agreement and all that, and brought it home and used it in our own kitchen. I didn't really experiment with it a whole lot. I just used it for basic storage and stuff, but I've got teammates that did, and they've put onions in it, left it, let them rot and everything, and then washed it in their dishwasher, and they can't tell now which of our samples, we got a set of 4, was the ones that they had the onions in. So I believe my teammate when she says that it doesn't have any odor now. And I love that it doesn't stain. Just like last night, my husband decided to microwave something that wasn't microwavable, and it stained a white seal of mine. Anyway, The stack cooker has all these awesome things that I told you before, but if you purchase one from me or join my team during my October, you can, I have a special gift for you that goes with the stack cooker. It's a stack cooker cookbook, and it'll be free to you just for purchasing the stack cooker or for joining my team and getting the opportunity to purchase the stack cooker for $25. If you have any questions, just give me a call and I'll be glad to help you answer those. For our chicken in the microwave, looks like we've got about 11 more minutes. I'm not going to make y'all hang on for that long, so I'm going to pause the video and we'll get back to that in just a few minutes. Hey y'all, I'm back for a few minutes. I just checked the chicken and it's almost done. It had about 8 minutes left on the 30 minutes that we set for it. I'm probably going to stop it when it's at maybe 2 minutes. But it looked really good. One of the things I forgot to tell y'all about the stack cooker is that it's, of course, microwavable. We're cooking in it today in the microwave. It's also freezer safe, and of course you can store in the refrigerator. One of the things that comes with 2 seals, so that you could seal your casseroles. You could even seal the cover if you wanted to, but these seals just seal on top of the casseroles or the cover, and you could, whatever you cook, put it in your refrigerator or your freezer. I had some chicken broth in mine that I took out today because I needed it to cook in. This is just one I used for demonstrations. So I don't cook it in it. It's available to sell too if anybody wants one out of my kit. But it makes it awesome. These make awesome Christmas gifts. And which may be what I'm giving for Christmas this year. My daughter's borrowed mine a few times for her husband deer hunts with my husband, and she doesn't really like deer meat, especially when it's processed at the processor. We process our own deer meat, but other people take it to processors, and when they do, when they make the ground meat, they add a filler to it that's kind of a greasy, like a pork fat or a beef fat or something like that. And my daughter doesn't like that, so she uses the stack cooker to cook the ground to where it, of course, all the fat goes to the bottom colander, through the colander to the bottom casserole, which is one of the things I love about it. I shouldn't say my husband and I process all of our own venison, so we don't add anything to it unless we want to. So we have added bacon to some that we know we're going to grill. Venison's a very lean meat, so if you're going to cook something like a grill or something like that, you need to have a little fat. So we do add a little bacon to that, but we add our own, so we know exactly what's going in it. I really try to cook things that I know what's in my food. I don't like adding ingredients, which is why I usually shred my own cheese and all of that, because I don't like all those additives. I mean, who wants sawdust in their cheese, which is what's added to your cheese, the cellulose. It's also, I mean, think about when you insulate your attic. What do you add to it? Cellulose. Well, it's the same word. It's just a little bit different, finer product that they put on cheese to keep it from sticking together. You can add cornstarch to yours, and it doesn't do that. And cornstarch is cornstarch. It's from corn. It's not from, I don't know, formaldehyde, whatever else they put in cellulose. Something that I don't really think you need in your body. Wood chips, I mean, you can just add the wood chips to your cheese if you wanted it. I personally don't want it in mine, but I mean, you might. I don't, so I shred my own cheese. Anyway, If you have any questions about other products that I can help you save time in your kitchen, please let me know. I'm gonna look. The microwave's got about 3 minutes, so hold on. Stay right there and let me go get it, and we'll look at it. Whew, looks good. It's bubbling. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's hot. These are stay cool handles, but the steam is coming out, as you can probably see right there. And it's hot. So I'm going to stick my meat thermometer in there. I think it's done. It's pulling away from the bone right here on this side. And then it's pulling away from the bones I can see on the legs. Let me see if I can give y'all a little better view of this. I can't see with the, oh, my thermometer's fogging up. But look how beautiful that, look at all the juice that's juicy in the bottom of the chicken. Isn't that great? So it looks like our thermometer shows that it's, well, it's still rising. It's at 150 right now. I'm going to put it in the, they say, the thickest part of it. It's rising, so I think it's done. I'm going to use it for other things besides eating whole. So I'm going to make some chicken and dumplings out of it. I'm going to add it to like chicken tacos and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter if it's still not quite cooked, because I'm going to recook it. But in my culinary opinion, and for those that don't know, I've owned a restaurant for almost 10 years. At one point in my life, I cooked a lot of chicken. I've been married for 35 years, and I've cooked a lot of chicken. You can more or less tell when it's done by the way it acts. This right here showing me that it's at 180, which to me is plenty hot enough to have killed any of the microbes that is possibly in chicken. And I washed it too. So some people, some people don't wash their chicken. I personally can't not wash my chicken. Just like I can't not wash pork. Even though those diseases that go along with pork, they've even reduced the amount of time that you're supposed to cook pork. Pork is can be a little leaner. I mean, a little less on the scale now. So on the thermometer, I'm rambling long enough. So I just want to let y'all know that the awesome deal with the stack cooker today, and how to cook a rotisserie style chicken. You know, the chicken cost me about $6. I added all the stuff to it. I know exactly how it was cooked. And I feel like that it's a good product for me to serve. This is our Tupperware tongs, and they can be used as a fork or as a spatula, or you can snap them together and use them as tongs. And I'm going to use it to pick up the chicken that I just cooked, and it's falling apart. So set it over in the 3-quart casserole. I'll save that chicken broth for something great. So we'll pull our cone out. Of course, it's hot. And then here's our first chicken leg. What do you think? Think it's done? That chicken leg's done for sure. The bone just popped right off. And there's some of our meat. Awesome. I'll take the other chicken leg off. I'm gonna take it apart a little bit so that, based on, I don't know, that looks done. It's just falling apart. What do y'all think? Yep. That wing. Awesome. That's good. So, I'm just going to let it rest for a little while, and I'll talk to you later. www.mysweettea.us